Hi, how are y'all? I'm doing all right. I wanted to get on today and check in with the collective energy because it's been a hell of a long time since I've done it. And I just had a overwhelming call to get on for the first time in a long while. So, anyways, I feel like there's a couple things I want to touch on before, as far as like energy I've been feeling. And one of those is the song called Make You Miss Me. And it's by Sam Hunt, I believe. And I'm a big believer in music helps you manifest. So whenever I'm really needing to make my money pop, like I've got to like listen to songs that like boost that energy. And one thing whenever I've been going through really, really hard times, I try not to listen to sad music. It has its purpose, it has its place, but it just it just creates more sadness. I feel like so that's a one way that I feel like I manifest with music. But this really great, and I've felt like this for years because one of my absolute favorite songs, groups, is NSYNC, and they have a song that's super popular, and I've sung it over 1,000 times, but it's called "It's Gonna Be Me," and a few years back I was listening to it, going, "Ooh, this is not a good song whatsoever," and why I thought that is because the lyrics literally are just basically saying, I'm going to make you be obsessed with me. Or when you actually come to, you're going to be like craving me and you're going to miss me. And I always just like thought, ooh, that doesn't really feel like good energy to be trying to like create. Because you don't want somebody, just anybody, craving you. You want the one to crave you. And if you are making that situation out there in the ethers, then it's like that's what you're calling in. And you could be calling it in with someone who has no purpose for you in your life, or vice versa. And then you've created that attachment that you will therefore be having to relive in your mind, heart of hearts, right? You're sitting there just thinking, wow, like, why am I thinking about this person right now? Oh, it's because you've manifested for them to crave you. And it's just like, hi, hi, bad vibes forever. Baddie vibes. I don't know. I can't read. I'm sorry. Welcome. um, but anyway, so that song for years ago just said, like, in my mind, maybe we should watch even that, right? Creating that energetic tie with someone that may need to have left your life for a reason, right? So be mindful of that. And I know this is Vader. He is always in my beginning of my videos. It's like he knows I sit in this chair, and then all of a sudden it's like, or the camera's on, here he is. So thank you. Um, but this has been hitting me really hard lately. And the song that really prompted this was Make You Miss Me by Sam Hunt. And if you go listen to that song, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's also about the same energy of like, oh, I'm gonna give you every reason to miss me so you can't leave. And I'm just kind of like, ah, I don't know. There's a part of it that's pretty and beautiful, but there's also a part that is very not how you want to have someone be attached to you. So that's it with that download. As far as like, even though it's music, yes, we need to like watch what we listen to, right? But it's also more like, I feel like that's what is going on right now. I mean, especially with Mercury retrograde right now, But is anyone else absolutely? Thank you guys. Thank you for loving the Vader. He's the cutest, isn't he? Oh, he's sweetheart. And he rules the roost, that's for sure. So, and he's a super big protector of mine. But that it is Mercury retrograde, but anyone else absolutely loving this Mercury retrograde energy right now? To me, it is powerful. Like, yeah, things like, I mean, I got in a car wreck. I mean, not me, someone hit my car, wasn't even in it, but just that kind of thing. Okay, you know, got to deal with that. But it's like, yes, that's going to happen, right? But the energy right now is so freaking powerful and thick and up, like it's just a boost of energy. I hope you're feeling that. I'm just doing quick little download, Chester. That's usually how I start off, kind of like create, you know, like feel out the energy. But welcome. All right. Oh, and it's also Tish Tuesday. So when I do Tish Tuesday readings, it's all going to be from my oracles that are self-created. With maybe the exception of my absolute favorite Lenormand deck, which is Intuit Oracle. But for the most part, it will be my self-created oracle cards. So, and I haven't made a tarot one yet, even though it's in the works. But anyway, so this says, I want to be a part of every special moment in your life. And this is the pretty picture behind it. This is my Wild Heart Declarations Oracle. I actually have 2 sets, but and it's so cute because they're all created of things that look like a heart. So, but I mean, how beautiful is that? I really feel like that's like a very big love, not lustful love, in the sense of, I don't care if I'm helping you pick out your outfit for your party. Like, I just want to be there. Like, I don't care if I have to go to the collision shop to like take you to your car or talk to the service people for you, or it's just the littlest things is going to give this powerful appreciation that you or that person in your life is in your life. Simple things mean so much more than any kind of big extravagant, you know, not situations is the word that's coming to my mind and what I'm hearing, but that sounds very like cold, and that's not what this is. It's big. But all right, let's see. I'm gonna keep going with this one. He'll move. He'll get sick of the camera here very soon. Do I believe in evolution? Yeah, I think we're evolving every minute of the day, every, you know, aren't you always in an evolution? That's the cycle of life. We're evolving spiritually. We're evolving like DNA cells. We're evolving in beliefs and mindsets. So yeah, I do. Do you believe in evolution? VRO? All right, I'd love to do my card readings, but I want to borrow my mom's cards, but I forget to ask. But I love this. Oh. Well, then you're very much called to do or use your intuition. And guess what? You don't have to have cards to do that. It's literally just listening to yourself and then hearing what comes from it. So maybe try that. I thought a card flipped, but I guess not. Okay, I feel like I'm slow right now. So thanks for hanging in there. Okay. I trust our love. Ah, whoa, whoa. And it's a lot of it, that's for sure. Do you see that? That was a lot of chaos. And what do you need most during chaotic situations? Trust, belief. So this energy is all about really trusting and believing whenever, you know, I want to say when, something hits the fan, who's going to be there? Who's going to be solid? Who's going to be a rock? Who's going to create peace? These are the things that I think we're being called to like really feel and know within ourselves. Because if you don't know, then the saying goes, you'll take whatever you get. He is patient, Chester. I don't know why, but he usually is like, hangs out here for a hot second and then he bails. So I'm really surprised. I think he must love you guys. He's feeling the energy that is coming. Okay, we got the 4. Oh my gosh. Okay. It says, I wish I could go back and say and do things differently, but I also know it was all perfectly orchestrated for our healing. That sounds the most Mercury retrograde that there could be. That's like the only card in here that is like absolutely fitting for this energy. Where it's like, also, if you do, make you miss me, it's like, what is that energy? It's like going back and thinking about all the ways that that person was great or not so great at that time for you, right? It's like transmuting energy where it's like, hey man, we may not have been cool, but I can also know I played a part and this is what my part could have been. That's what I'm feeling from that, where it's like, yeah, I recognize what happened. So maybe we're all in a moment here where it's asking you to think about your part. So your mind forever, again, that goes in that line of like, with those 2 songs I was talking about, it's like the missing. Are you missing someone right now that is absolutely like you just can't stop thinking about them? I feel like there is an attachment, and attachment is a terrible word to say, but like a string of energetic something. I can't tell if it's love. I mean, everything should be at the root of it, love. But it's like, I feel like with this energy right now, it's so heavy of like reflecting on your closest relationships. That does not have to be lovers. It can be best friends. It can be family. But it is definitely this moment where it's so heavy, where it's like you're being called and you're being forced to identify this crazy attraction that hasn't gone away. All right. It says, I want your hand in my hand forever. I mean, all this oracle is very lovey, but I mean, I feel like we've gotten some of the top lovey cards out of it. So I feel like it's so, oh my God. And this one says, this love can never end. You're mine forever. This love can never end. I want your hand in my hand forever. And I heard the Beatles song today. I just wanna, well, a terrible singer. I can't sing it, and it's one of my favorite bands of all time. I just want to hold your hand. That was the song. I'm not even gonna attempt to sing it again. but I heard that today. So I think that's like this beautiful like reminder of this like, okay, who, it's been a really long time since I've held someone's hand or they wanted to hold my hand. Has anyone like how long has it been for you? And if you're in a very loving relationship and you get it every day, then good for you. But my point is that that is the most simplest and most beautiful way to show someone that you honor and care for them. It's a protection. It's just like, oh, from Romeo and Juliet, lovers, palmers, palms do love, right? That's what I think they meant. But it's kind of like your hands, two hands together is like a complete bond in itself. Like, I know the Beatles. I love the Beatles. But yeah, I think it's just this really great. It's like a hug, but you can move with it. You know what I mean? I just, hand holding is so intimate. I think it's probably one of the most intimate things that someone can do, or two people can do. Okay, Star Love Healing. It's on signs, and it's a Lenormand oracle. So, and they're all kind of like made out of neon signs. All right, and that one says, once ghosted, twice shy. Like, again, I feel like this returning of energy and identifying what maybe was your trigger to not go so quickly with it before, or if Chester, definitely get as many hugs in as possible. I hope you do. And August 14th isn't that far. You won't have to wait too much longer. So I know it feels like eternity though. Okay. They said, Chester said they need a hug from their partner because they won't see them until August 14th. So sweet. Okay. Maybe August 14th is an important date. I'm going to say that. That might be because to me, anything is a sign, and for dates in itself. And then we got the Lionsgate coming up on 8/8. Very powerful. One of my most favorite times of the entire year. So something might be happening by the August 14th. You never know. Okay, we got and win or lose, it's a game. I have a feeling that this is a situation where someone maybe was anticipating games, wasn't really able to get out of the mindset that someone's out for them, like not out for them, but again, it's like, it's just a game and you're internalizing what could come, like what could be. And this might happen on a very like big level where you actually know you're doing it, and then a criminal level where you're like, you don't realize it till afterwards, until after you've said all the things. And but I feel like that's what I'm hearing here, where it's just like, you win some, you lose some, but I'm sure not going to get hurt in the process. So maybe I just cut and run now before it gets where I'm going to have to, or it's vice versa energy where it's like, maybe you're playing a game. Maybe you did play a game. Okay. And again, it's just energy. So this could be about someone you're dealing with, or it could be you yourself. But I always think with tarot readings, I'm not really the biggest person about like having to like pull in what the other person's doing. We're reading energy. You place yourself where it is. My readings are more like, how can you, the watcher, like actually help? This is healing for you. It's not a stalking time, right? To figure out what that person's doing. This is about you finding something out about you. To me, that is the most healing that tarot can be. So, oh, thank you, Chester, for subscribing. Yay! Welcome. All right, so we got chewing out someone, debating until you're blue in the face, and I object. So, I mean, that is, everything is what I was just saying. Like, hey, like maybe starting fights that, maybe these were valid fights. I actually do get a very strong feeling. They are valid fights, but if you were able to step back from it, then you would probably realize it wasn't worth it. Especially now that I feel like this is a breaking apart of some sort at some time. And now reflecting on it, and now it's like this energy of like, okay, maybe I went a little too far. But I also know it was perfectly orchestrated for our healing. Those two are quite obvious in energy. So, oh God, it's probably, I don't know, it's probably one of the worst feelings in the world. It's just be going around and around and around in your head, thinking, why did I say that? Even when you know you should have said it. That's even worse. When you're just sitting there just like, all right, take care. Nice to meet you. Bye, Chester. Okay, I don't know, something about how it was just like, even when you know you were supposed to say it, it still hurts sometimes. So, and then it says things will become clear. I'm certain on that. I know for a fact this Mercury retrograde, oh, that was one thing I was supposed to say, that I actually don't remember what cosmic alignment it is, but it is pretty like, there was an opening of an eclipse, I think, or is coming up. And so whatever was happening the summer in 2024 is what's happening, is being revisited now. So that's another reason why I said, like, you're having this moment where you're like, okay, you lived it once. Now, will you make the same choices? Will you feel the same way about it? Or have you moved into a different mindset? King of the Mountain and obstacles and challenges. So that's what's going to become clear. Maybe what you're needing to, like, either in a situation or internally, like, okay, that's my pattern. Okay, you know, or you're seeing a pattern within this dynamic that you haven't seen before. There's some in like epiphany that's coming with this. But I love that because you're going to see it. And then what will you do? Right? What's your next move after that? Oh, child's play, and this is willing to learn, building blocks, and so, oh, like the Fool card, basically. What I really see is the willing to learn and building blocks. And then we got the soulmate card. Eternal, soul contract, loyal till the end. Wow. I love that because I really feel like this person, either they're going to share with you that